All right, people. Hope everyone's doing well, happy, healthy, successful, winning in life. We're going to talk about a couple of things tonight. I got the Devils Carolina overtime NHL playoff game in the background. I should probably lower this a little bit. Yeah, it should be good. It should be good. There's a few things I want to talk about today. First, we'll do the Smackdown was tonight. Then we'll do the Wrestlemania fallout, and I haven't. To be fair, I haven't watched a lot of the NHL playoffs, largely because I can't stand the Rangers and MSG Sports Corporation. As we all know, I talk about it every week. Chris Drury, the general manager of the Rangers, was extended. James L. Dolan, Big Daddy Jimmy, released a statement. He crawled out of his hole and released a statement. It just makes me want to puke. But we'll get to that later. Like this game, the Devils are playing well in this game. They should win this game. If they lose this game, their season is over. All right, so let's do Wrestlemania first. Then we'll do Bill Maher. Then we'll talk about the NHL playoffs a little bit. What's this? We got some notifications here. So Wrestlemania, I had most of my predictions ended up coming up true. However, I knew Cena was. I believe I predicted almost like 90% of them correct, but there were some surprises. I didn't think Io Sky was going to retain. That was an incredible match. Io wrestled 3 days in a row, if I remember correctly. She wrestled back to back. Excuse me. Who wrestled 3 times in a row? Liv Morgan. It was Liv and Raquel. Liv and Raquel wrestled on Sunday night, night 2 Wrestlemania. Got the titles back. Then they defended it on Raw, and then they defended it on NXT on Tuesday. Imagine wrestling 3 straight nights in a row, and the matches are like 20 minutes each, 20 to 30 minutes each. Io did back-to-back nights. Stephanie Vaquer. She wrestled 3 out of the 4 nights. Long, like incredible matches, like 5-star matches. So yeah, the women's division is, as I said, elite minerals in the women's division of WWE. The night 2, the Cena Cody Rhodes main event on night 2 for the undisputed Universal Champion. The match wasn't good. The ending was also, I don't know about that. If Travis Scott coming out to interfere, don't know about that one either. I don't know about that one. I think night 2 was inferior to even Raw the next night. Raw the next night was better than night 2 of WrestleMania. That's how underwhelming night 2 was. It wasn't terrible. A lot of people online are saying it was awful. It wasn't that bad. But I can't even fix my hat. I'm putting up the wrong side. Yeah. I'm trying to straighten out my hat, people. Yeah, now we're good. Where was I? I lost my vanity made me lose my made me lose my track of my train of thought. And this Devils game, I'm like, I have one eye, as you can see, I have one eye, and then on this Carolina Devils game. I hate the Devils, but I actually don't care enough about hockey right now, or American sports in general, to care who actually wins this game. And that's sad, because I'm a Rangers ultra. I'm a big Rangers fan, and I just can't stand the I don't know what to say. I can't stand the ownership and upper management at Madison Square Garden. I just can't do it anymore. And I'm not giving up. What I'm gonna do is, we know we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that very, very soon, in due time. James. So that reminds me of a Trailer Park Boys line. um, so back to WrestleMania. Night one, incredible. The triple threat match, one of the best matches I've ever seen at WrestleMania as a main event. Another. Oh, how did the Devils not win? Have not won this game already is unbelievable. They've had like 10 grade A chances. Um, yeah, sorry, I keep getting distracted. But this is a good game. Another penalty for Carolina. Devils' second power play the Devils has had in this overtime. They have to win this right now. Uh, so overall, I would give WrestleMania like a B. I would give it a B, but it wasn't terrible as a lot of the internet people that um, like to just troll and criticize and downplay and belittle everything are saying it was a bad WrestleMania. It wasn't. It wasn't. NXT was great. That Javon, Trick, and Obafemi match that I told you about last week, that was sick. The night one was good. Night two, I hear it. I hear it, except for the Io Rhea, um, who was the third? How am I? Oh, Bianca match. It was underwhelming. I'll give you that. Look, oh god, that was underwhelming. But there's so many wrestlers that had like 2 or 3 nights of wrestling in 3 or 4 days. It's crazy. Liv Morgan wrestling 3 straight days, and big up Raquel as well. Wrestling 3 days is crazy, dude. Crazy. And a lot of people came away like kind of injured or like picked up a couple of small injuries, like nothing major, but a lot of people picked up a couple of small injuries. And then that Raw was spectacular. Best Raw of the Netflix era. Netflix started in January. This was the best Raw ever on Netflix thus far. Gunther got suspended earlier today because he attacked Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, the commentators, and because he was mad because he lost the heavyweight title to Jey Uso. And that's just a work. It's everyone. God, the Devils. That has to be. We all know it's a work to give Gunther some time off, and that's why Cody also lost. Cody also, since he lost, they gave the belt to John Cena. Cody Rhodes is going to take some time off as well because both him and Gunther has been wrestling nonstop every week for almost a year straight. Every 11 months straight of wrestling. Every week in a different city every week. Think about the travel, think about what you're putting your body through. Do that. So they're doing it every single Monday and Friday. So Gunther attacks Pat McAfee and he gets suspended indefinitely for it, which means he's going to get like a month or 2 off just to relax, go on vacation, do your thing. But one of the reasons why wrestling is cool is if one of the fans see Gunther in the street, he'll just tell them he's suspended. So see how wrestling allows you to blend reality and the scripted television show together. We talked about that in the Drax Life. So go to Corvo's Drax Life. Go to the Drax Life podcast. Hit a smash. I'm thinking this match. I can't talk. A little too much. Yeah. Go to the Drax Life. Smash a like. Hit subscribe. Follow it. Give it a watch. I promise you, it's worth it. We talked about wrestling. Um, as for this channel, I don't give I don't give a fuck what you do. You could do whatever you want. You want to get in the chat, get in the chat. You don't want to, you don't have to. You don't want to like or subscribe, I don't care, man. I honestly don't care. Um, yeah, but for Corvo, hit the likes, hit the subscribe button, give it a look. It'll help him out. And the shorts, just watch the shorts. They're getting massive views on the Drax Life, so salute Corvo every time. What is it? Why am I getting these messages? All right, so that's the Wrestlemania. Uh-oh. Yeah, we got some voice memos coming in. I love those. Devils, I don't know how they didn't win this game already. That's crazy. All right, let's move on to Bill Maher. I still have a lot more to say about wrestling. Smackdown, John Cena, Randy Orton segment at the beginning was pretty sick. I think he's going to feud Randy. It's announced that Cena and Orton are fighting for the title at Backlash in 3 weeks. Tiffany and Charlotte got into some shit backstage after WrestleMania. Like as I said last week, it's getting really personal between those two. All right, so Bill Maher today, the monologue, the Pope. Even though I'm no longer a practicing Catholic, bless up the Pope. Rest well. He talked about the Pope in the monologue because Bill is also grew up as a practicing Catholic as well. They talked about Pete Hegseth's second signal leak. I can't believe he did it again, which leads me to believe that my conspiracy theory leads me to believe that it's intentional. I think he's doing it on purpose, but people keep telling me he's too, like he's just like a goof. He's a dunce. So there might be more to that than just whoops, I did it again. Britney Spears settings. Oops, he did it again. Then like Doge, I didn't know Elon is stepping aside from Doge. I guess because he's a special counsel to the government, you can only have that job for like 130 days. So he's going to wind down his involvement and then he's going to remove himself. So that looks like that's happening. I don't know, man. Like Doge, the idea of Doge, I like having some kind of agency or organization that keeps the government like streamlined. And I hate using that line because you know who uses that line. The Siri merchant, Clear Lake Capital, Streamline, Beachhead. It's exactly as we drew it up, guys. Shout out Johnny every time. Johnny's the man. I think there should be this type of an agency, but I don't know if he's the right guy to run it because he seems like he's too controversial and he has so much other shit going on with Tesla and SpaceX. If you have someone who's just dedicated to this, it would be a better look. So it's probably good that he's stepping down. And then the 1v1, Al Gore's back, baby. Man Bear Pig. It's back. It's super cereal. He's back. And yeah, they talked about the peaceful transition of power, which Gore did after the hanging Chads in 2000. If you know, you know. They talked about Doge. They talked about the peaceful transition of power, which Trump still refuses to recognize. And then, of course, climate change. And don't forget, like Al Gore was instrumental in the creation of the internet and the creating awareness for climate change. So Al Gore has done some really like globally important things. Yeah, so it's going to a double overtime in the Devils game. Damn. Let's go. Let's go to the other game. Let's go to the other one. Edmonton, LA. I think Edmonton is up 2-1. These Paul Biz I love Paul Bisanek DraftKings commercials. So yeah, the man bear pig is back. And he's right. He's right. Uh, Anyone who denies like I don't need fair play. I'm not a scientist. I haven't done the requisite amount of research that I normally do. So I'll concede that. But I also live in the country. The summers are worse. The storms are getting more frequent and more severe in the winter and the summer. The temperatures, like the summer starts way earlier than it used to, and it ends much later than it used to. It's not good, man. It's not good. Like there's times in New York in the middle of the summer where it's just so fucking hot, dude. It feels like a tropical climate. Well, since when is New York a tropical climate? And it's like the humidity and everything. It's just disgusting. So it's bad. It's this needs to be taken seriously. And Al Gore said during this that we're already at a point where we're at Star Trek Red Alert again. So I don't know, man. We need to start focusing more on the environment for sure. And then the panel was Senator Adam Schiff from California, Democrat from California, and a New York Times writer, Brett Stevens. Both of them previous guests on Real Time. But Brett Stevens called the Republican Party a cult of personality, and that actually ties in with wrestling with CM Punk. That's CM Punk's theme song. It's a living, not in living color, the show, but big up that show. That show is, you want to talk about a goat show? That show is goated. Uh, Sketch comedy in living color, 90s, Fly Girls, Jennifer Lopez, Wayne's Brothers, uh, Jamie Foxx, Jim Carrey, legends, all legends. Brett Stevens has to be a wrestling fan. He called them the cult of personality, which is the title of CM Punk's theme song, and CM Punk is a wrestler in WWE. But it's a song. It's a song by a band called Living Color, not in just Living Color. So they talked about the first 100 days of the new administration, how much of a disaster has it been. Uh, yeah, a lot of the promises made haven't come through. It's still early, though. I would say I'm not judging either way. I'm not a fan of either party. I'm right down the middle. I, I'm I'm like Bill Maher. My political view is Bill Maher. That's when I first that it's actually a good Bobby A story. When I first signed up for Facebook, back when it was only for Ivy League schools and like the pretentious schools like NYU. NYU has become like a running joke now. I was watching Black Mirror the other day and they made an NYU joke. That's kind of hilarious. Because NYU has become synonymous with like pretentious Gen Zers and Zoomers. They're not wrong. So where was I going? Oh yeah, like either way, my when I first signed up for Facebook, it said political view, it said conservative, liberal, libertarian, blah blah blah. I wrote or it's like other, and you write in. I wrote Bill Maher. So I've been a Bill Maher fan for almost 20 years now, and I was a little too young for politically incorrect days, but real time Bill Maher, I've been watching it for like 15 years. So I'm not some Johnny come lately when it comes to my like real time on HBO. And it's because I want sensible, common sense, logic, and rational, reasonable politics. I'm not into the sports style politics that it is now, where they talked about it, where it says everyone is just they want to win. They want to fuck up the other team because they want to win and they want to taunt. No, I don't care about that. I want good legislation, good policy, good leadership. Reasonable, like right, like it- open to all views, not just I want to own the libs, which is what the conservatives want. The liberals want to vilify the Republicans. That's not my style of politics. I'm right down the middle, and I'll listen to and have a discussion with anyone on any topic from either side. So Adam Schiff talked about like the problems in California and San Francisco. He told a good story about Target. Go listen to that story. Very eye opening. Um, and Brett Stevens said a couple of good things. He said the Democrats have suffered from a death of common sense, and they've gone too far into moral purity crusades, which I agree with. Too much extreme niche crusading by the Democrats. That's why they lost. But you could see like the Republican regime right now, the current administration ain't having the best first 100 days. It's a lot of things. So like the with the economy that they promised, the tariffs keep changing. They change every day. It's crazy. And then the editorial is was Republicans always excuse. Um, so Bill said Republicans always excuse Trump for saying crazy shit. It's like, oh, that's just him. He just talks shit. Oh, it's just a one liner. Excuse me. It's just a one liner. It's just he's just having fun. It's just for entertainment purposes. Oh, he doesn't really mean it. They just laugh it off, and it's just like as some kind of like stand-up comic joke. And it's a little alarming how all of his crazy statements just get laughed off by his party leaders, by like the people high up in the R department. They they always, oh, it's just him being him. It's like Manny Ramirez. It's just Manny being Manny. It's just Donnie being Donnie. Whatever. He doesn't really mean that. He's just messing with people. Is he? But at the same time, you got the Democrats. Bernie and AOC are on the campaign trail already, trying to rally the troops. Oh man, it's getting wild. But yeah, it was another good episode of Real Time. Bill always kills it. Bill, I couldn't do last week because I was too wrestling focused. I watched 18 hours of um wrestling. Yeah, was it 18? No, I didn't watch all 18. I watched the press conferences and the event. So 12 plus Raw the next night, 15. Oh, and NXT was 2 hours, so 17. So I did, yeah, it was 18. It was just shy of 18. I watched 17 hours of pro wrestling last weekend. Dang. and I loved every second of it. Wrestling is better than it's ever been. What else we got? Like NHL playoffs. All right, we can talk a little bit about this. Love the NHL playoffs. It's the best playoff in all of American sports. I've kind of checked out of American sports because there's too much private equity investment in it now. Oh, another goal. LA just equalized. Oh no, they took the lead. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Edmonton might go down 3-0. Oh. So, but the NHL playoffs is high level entertainment. Great athletic competition. I just can't stand how private equity is taking over every team. Every team is owned by a hedge fund consortium. I can't stand it. There's no independent owners anymore. Think about back in the day where one guy founded the team and his family owned the team. It's not like that anymore. It's some investment firm or some consortium that owns the teams now. It's disgusting. And it's seeping into world football, which is why I hate Cronky Sports and Entertainment. I'll say it. I don't hate them as individual people. I just hate the fact that the company owns Arsenal Football Club. I hate that Fenway Sports Group owns Liverpool. I hate that the Ineos and the Glazer family own Manchester United. I hate that Clear Lake and Blue Co own Chelsea. Chelsea used to be owned by one man, Roman Abramovich, who all he wanted to do, he knew he was going to lose money, but he wanted to own Chelsea for to win, and he knew he was going to lose money, but he wanted to win and he wanted to have a good time because he genuinely loved football. And Chelsea was like his like project. It's like his passion to do it. He genuinely wanted to relentlessly win trophies. Oh no. Oh, that should have been another goal. But we're losing that now. Everything, I've gone on this rant before. Everything in American sports and now seeping into world football is all money making model. Expensive tickets, merchandise, commercialization, wearing 7 different uniforms a year so you can drop more merch. You can have a merch drop every 2 months. Doesn't matter if you win. Doesn't matter if you win as long as you increase business value. Doesn't matter if you win. No one cares. The owners don't care about championships. They just want to increase business value and then sell the team, just like Jersey Mike's did. Jersey Mike's just sold to Blackstone. They sold the entire franchise to Blackstone for, it used to be one guy, I forgot his name, who owned it. Because he founded it, his family founded it back in the day. Edmonton equalized. Oh, this is a sick game. Connor Brown. They're just in it to increase the value, like take money from the fans, take the piss out of the fans, and then they'll flip the team for 3-4 times what they paid for it. So if you buy James Dolan when MSG Corp owned the Knicks and starting in 1997, you know how much value the Rangers and Knicks have increased since then, and we've won nothing. Neither team, 0 trophies, not one. Now there's 2 trophies available in the NBA. The Knicks still can't win one. LA just scored immediately back. This game is crazy. I might have to cut this off. I might have to cut the stream off, and we just do a watch along for Edmonton, LA. There's been 3 goals in the last 3 minutes. LA took the lead. Edmonton equalized 2 minutes later. The very next shift, 20 seconds later, LA takes the lead back again. This is nuts. This is fucking, yeah, I'm getting messages. This is fucking crazy. Wait, hold on. I gotta write this. It's one of my best friends. I gotta answer. Crazy. Crazy game. All right, I answer. I'm watching. All right, how much time is left in this game? I need glasses, man. Is this the third period? It's the second period. There's 2 minutes left in the second period. I think. Yeah. Woo. I'm gonna need glasses soon, people. I can't fucking see. And it's crazy. Like, just a quick life update. I, like, just over the past, I would say 4 or 5 weeks, I can't see the TV from this far away. Like, I can see the action, I can see the game, but reading the box score or anything like statistical that pops up, it's blurry, man. And it's happened so fast. Like, getting old sucks, man. So the people that you're young, you like don't devalue this time. Cherish it, because I went from in January being able to see my television perfectly. Now I have to squint, and it's still like kind of blurry unless the graphic is really big. Like, the game I can still see fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the graphics that come up, when they put the player stats and stuff like that, I it's a struggle. It's Stresselmania reading that. Damn. All right. We might It went to commercial. I'll stay alive a little bit longer. That's all I got for today, because it's just Wrestlemania. There's a couple things like the Drury extension I can talk about, but I don't want to. I don't want to be angry. I'm in a good mood tonight. I don't want to get angry. We landed on Bill Maher. Another great episode. What a show. We could talk about Black Mirror a little bit. There's not really. There's nothing. There's no one really to expose tonight, except, oh yeah, we could talk about the journalist, the soccer journalist. I'll waste some time. We'll at least stay live to the end of this period. Then I'm out. Uh, there's 2 minutes left, but it's on commercial break right now. Um, there's the Ornstein, David Ornstein, the journalist for the Athletic, who covers European football, just outright lying about all the London. So he basically covers all the London clubs: Spursy, Proper Chelsea, Arsenal, the Goons, and no, I should say Arsenal properly. Arsenal Football Club, and yeah, those three, mainly those three. He does more world football, but mainly those three. And like the PR, the amount of PR he's put out for Chelsea and Arsenal this week is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, you could tell he's outright a shill for the club. It's bullshit. Don't listen to anyone in corporate media. That's my advice to you. We'll land it on them later in the summer. But I've talked about it before in earlier episodes if you want to go back. Yeah, man, I can't see, man. There's 1 minute left. That was a crazy 2 minutes. The crowd at Edmonton is dead silent. Imagine scoring, equalizing, the crowd is going crazy. Then the very next shift, 15 seconds later, you lose. The Kings get the lead back again. LA, look, they're on the attack again. Uh-oh. They got lucky there. That was good defense, actually. Zach Hyman wants a penalty. I like Zach Hyman. He's a great player. That's one of the worst moves the Maple Leafs ever did, letting him go. The Montreal Washington game, I watched a little bit of that. The Bell Center was absolutely rocking, which is the Montreal Canadiens home arena. They won 6-3. Both starting goaltenders for the both teams got hurt. So that's going to be interesting development for the series. Yeah, what else happened on SmackDown? Oh, we should shout out Zelina Vega, Puerto Rican girl, bless up, from Queens, New York. She won her first title tonight against Chelsea Green. She's Zelina Vega's the United States Women's Champion now. That was a good moment to see a fellow Boricua win. That was awesome, actually. Yeah, so she gets a shout out as well. All right, all right. The period's over. This this I might come if this game goes to overtime. I'll go live again. I promise. If this game, I'm gonna watch the third period. If this game goes to overtime, we'll come back live again. So once again, everyone, hope everyone's happy, healthy, successful, doing well, winning in life. We're out. If it goes to overtime, I'll be back. If not, I'll see you next week. Latest. Peace.